Hello, welcome to my Tuesday morning video. Let's see if everything's working. I got a big notice when I tried to go live, something about changes on Facebook. So I don't know if it's working. So if you're able to see this, drop a comment so that I know it is working. I'm going to see if I can also put it into the group. I know I'm a couple minutes early because I'm trying to okay, hopefully that worked. Okay, I think it's working. I think I'm live. Okay, so let's dive in. Um, I know I'm a couple minutes early, but it's better early than late, and also because there's been so many technical changes on Facebook, it's hard to know if it's going to work each week. So I think it's working. Say hello in the comments. My name is Genevieve Coe. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada, and I love to share what I do. I love to share what I'm stamping. I just love creating. And I wasn't even a person that liked to be, you know, I didn't think of myself as creative before. So I really thank Stampin' Up! For getting introduced into my life because I never knew it would be possible to create pretty things. And so now that I get to create pretty things, I can't wait to share it with you. For the past many years, so you're going to get a bit of a story here while we're waiting for people to join. For the past many years, I have been going live on Tuesday morning. It used to be Tuesday afternoons, then I switched it to Tuesday mornings. But every week I wanted to share some inspiration with you, some creativity with you, also share what's new in terms of my classes and what Stampin' Up! Is doing, any specials. So I'll still do that today, but I wanted to give you a heads up if you haven't already heard the news. I'm going to take a little bit of time in the summer to kind of stop doing all the regular things that I normally do. The only thing that'll continue is my membership. But everything else will kind of be on the table for renovation, for assessment, because I've been a demonstrator for over 16 years now. Isn't that crazy? And in the beginning, it was really just for fun, for my discount. And then I discovered I really enjoyed doing it with people and sharing with people. And I kept learning new things and I kept adding them into my schedule and adding them into my schedule and trying new classes, trying new formats, trying new things. And but after 16 years, I think it's time for a complete renovation and reassessment to make sure that I'm serving you guys the best that I can with the time I have available. So as some of you know, I started it's not a new job anymore because it's been almost 2 years, but it's amazing, like a major life transition. It takes time to adjust and adapt and figure out a new rhythm for life. And so I want to make sure I hate it when I'm disorganized. I'm just that kind of person. If I feel disorganized, it really bothers me. So I want to take this summer to make sure that what I'm doing, I can be organized and consistent with what I do offer rather than kind of running behind or not communicating as much as I want to. So even though some of you may be used to seeing me every week, don't worry, I'll still be around, but I may be a little more silent. But don't leave, don't disappear from my life because I love connecting with you in any way I can. So you can reach out to me, you can still message me. I'll just be taking more time. The time that I'm not doing the videos and writing tutorials and cutting paper and all of that stuff, I'm actually going to be using to try some new things, to reflect, maybe do some planning. So I hope I thank you for all of you who have already reached out and cheered me on in this renovation journey of my business. I mean, I think where I'm going to start is cleaning my craft room. So many things. Again, it's the same thing. Things keep piling up, and I keep thinking, oh, I'll organize that better later. But I know I'll be able to craft better and create better when I have a better table space or a better organized system. So If you're on Team Stick, you'll know that I've already set a date for a team barbecue. So even though I won't be doing our regular monthly get-togethers, I'm hoping to do a team social in August. Anyway, if you're on Team Stick, you'll get an email from me about that. Everyone's welcome. We'll do a shoebox swap. We'll eat, we'll chat, we'll have fun. Okay, so stay tuned. The bottom line is stay tuned to see what's happening. Okay, let's get into other news. And yeah, say hello in the comments. Tell me what you were up to this weekend. Yesterday was my birthday. I had a meeting till like 7 p.m. yesterday, so I couldn't go out to dinner until afterwards, but I still went out with Kevin and Nathaniel, my youngest, and had dinner and just did that. And then I crashed and went to bed, but it was still a great day. Thank you for all of you who sent me messages. Okay, drop me a line. Let me know how your weekend was, and let me share some of the specials that are going on. So let's see whether I can show you. So we're down to the final 2 weeks, my friends, the final 2 weeks for this amazing special where you can get an additional 10% off certain bundles. So let me show you where to find them on the store, because it's a really, really great offer. So what you'll do, you'll always make sure that you look for me as your demonstrator, because I'm not going to be offering the class package this month, but if you do place an order of $60 or more on my online store, you will receive a free gift from me. I don't know what yet, probably a package of embellishments, which is valued around $12 or so. So it's actually more valuable than my class packets. So go ahead and feel free to shop online, but let me show you the special. There is a bundle sale special going on right now. So what that means is anything that has a stamp and die bundled together, normally they're already 10% off, but they're doing an additional 10% off. Okay, so that the savings is even greater. Everything that is on special will be here in this bundle sale. Now, if you're like, I don't know how to use dies, I don't know what they're for, you know what? You are in luck, because the machine that cuts out the die here is on special as well. So you can get the large size or the mini size. They are on special during this sale. Okay, so you don't want to wait. You want to grab whatever is available. Some things are starting to sell out. You can see, oh, the Magnolia Mood is on low inventory. You've seen me, I think the Simply Sparkling was already a product of the month, so you've seen some samples there. But let me stop the share. How do I stop the share? Here we go. And let me show you some samples of some of the bundles that are on. Pull this up. Okay, I know you love seeing samples. Okay, so okay. Let's see. So the Take to the Sky bundle is on sale. So you'll see here how you can use the stamp and the dies to create some pretty projects. I think these are great for masculine projects, or any adventurous type, season of life. I think these are good. So I think it's called the Adventurous Sky bundle. The stamp set and die is an extra 10% off. So for a total of a 20% discount. So you're not going to want to miss that. Okay, so that's one bundle I wanted to highlight. The other one I want to highlight is this one. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the Grove. Let me see whether I can find it here. Here it is. Okay, it's on special as well. It's only $58.25. So let me do a quick screen share because I don't own this bundle, but when I saw this sample, when I saw this sample, I was like, oh my, I I think I might need to buy that. So let me show you that. Hi, Nan. Okay, so the In the Grove bundle is on special. So look at the dies that you get. There's even this one with the birch trees. It gives a really nice frame, but then it's also got the mountain pieces that coordinate with the stamp set. Okay, so that's that one. I just saw this sample, and and then what they actually used, I think, was the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper in the background. Awesome, right? Okay, and then those of you coming to Lunch, Laugh, and Craft today, well, okay, this is not what we're doing at Lunch, Laugh, and Craft, but the Hearts and Hugs bundle is on special. Isn't that a cutie? This hamster's so cute. This is a swap card from, I don't know, the Creativity Cave. Okay, and I'll show you one more, the Unbounded Beauty. Those bundles. So there's actually 2 bundles in that suite. So they are on special this month as well. Okay, so let's dive in. I got to get cracking here because my Lunch, Laugh, and Craft is today. And so I have to still pack and get everything over to Swiss Chalet. So this is my last Lunch and Craft before the summer hits. I won't be doing them over the summer because of my little renovation, but I'm excited to Lunch, Laugh, and Craft with the ladies who are coming today. Okay, so let's review what our product of the month is. I can't wait to do some stamping with you. So our feature product is the Layers of Beauty bundle. Here. The Layers of Beauty bundle. So this is the stamp set. It's got a gorgeous flower image. It's a line art image. And you'll see this is the card we made last week. Okay, so you could use that line art image as almost a background, a subtle background. That's how I used it last week. I can't wait to show you how we're going to use it this week. But this bundle, it is the regular discounted price, but it's not part of the big sale that's this month because it has not just stamps and dies. Okay, we're going to use this one today, so maybe I'll take it out there. Okay, and then, but it also has decorative masks, which we are going to use today as well. I can't wait to show you. So let's get cracking. I am going to take out so for those of you who earned your class packet last month, based on your order last month, they are in the mail to you or hitting the post office today. I have them all packed. So today I'm going to do something different with the card base. I am using one of our gold note cards. Let me show you what they look like. You may not even be aware that they exist. Tell me in the comments if you have used these before or knew about them. They are called our brushed gold cards and envelopes. So I think they are stunning, stunning when you want a touch of elegance on your card. And gold is classic. You can never go wrong with gold. So I thought I'd use that today as our card base. So they're all the same. The card bases all have this sort of brushed gold metallic edge. And then when you fold it, so that means the front and the back both have that gold foil added to it. Okay. And then let's start with that. That's going to be our card base. Okay. And then we're just going to need some basic white paper. Okay, so when you get your class packet, you'll see I already pre-cut everything as much as I can. We'll move this aside because we don't need it yet. The star of the show is really our stamp today. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp using the large flower image here. Okay, this is a gigantic flower. That's why last week I wanted to show you as a background how it looks. Okay, so there we go. And so what you're going to need is a really large background stamp. So let's do that. A background block, sorry. Okay, so our Stampin' Up! Blocks are great. They're so sturdy. They're so strong. They've got nice grooves to hold. Okay, so we'll put that there. Okay. Okay. And then I am going to stamp it using our Memento black ink. Okay. So this gives the line art image outline here. Okay. And so with the large stamps, I like to tap the ink onto the stamp. Okay. So we've got that. And then you want to have a really sturdy surface. So I've got the glass mat here, which is available for ordering for those of you who are demonstrators. Oh, I hope our paper is large enough here. Just by the skin of our teeth here. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to push there firmly. It's a very, very large image. So you're going to want to make sure that you're pressing firmly on all the parts. Maybe I should stand up. Oh, probably regret it that I didn't stand up. There we go. Okay, so we've got our gorgeous line art here. And this is where the magic begins, guys. I warned you last week I'd be doing a little bit of magic. So let's look at the magic of this. So the decorative masks, they are numbered. Okay, so you'll see, oh, here, it's on the side. Okay, so you'll see there is like a 1, a 2, a 3. Okay, you'll also notice a notch. So with mask number 1, what you kind of have to do is rotate it around until it matches. Okay, so there we go. Okay, see how the decorative mask matches in certain spots? So what I would do, actually, I should have gotten a piece of grid paper, but what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to take some washi tape. This is not how I did it the first time, but let's see. I only made this card once and I loved it so much, but I just didn't. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of tape this so that my cardstock doesn't shift. Okay. And you'll see I had already used washi tape on the mask. So maybe I'll see if I can revive the washi tape I already used here. Okay. And then I'm going to layer this on top. Okay. The effect is worth the effort, I'm telling you. Okay. Okay. And so with this notch, I'm just going to take one of my markers here and I'm just going to make a little mark because it will help me when, it'll help me when I layer the other masks on top because it just helps with the lining up. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little blending brush, one of our smaller blending brushes here. Okay, and I'm going to use our new pretty in pink color. Okay, and I'm just going to gently add color. Okay, so it doesn't look like much is happening, but when you remove the mask, you will see. Okay, so I like to start off first. Okay, so I'm just adding a bit of color here, adding a bit of color. Okay, so I'm just doing a light touch. Okay, and I'm doing the flowers in the Pretty in Pink. Okay. What is the size of acrylic block? Angelique is asking. It is size F. F. So we just have to go on the website to look at exactly the size, but okay, so we did the flowers. Now there are these little leaves here, so I am going to take a little bit of this and our granny apple green. I don't know whether that's the best green I should be using, but anyway, and we'll just add a touch of color on the leaves. Now, if you want to wash the mask afterwards, this is all water-based ink, so you can just take the mask and rinse it off in the sink. It's not a big deal at all. Okay, so let's remove our mask here. Okay, so you can see now we're going to move on to mask number 2. Okay, so I already have my washi tape here. I'm just going to, if you don't have washi tape, you can use painter's tape. You just don't want anything too sticky. Okay, but enough to kind of hold it in place. And so see where the notch is? I'm going to line it up with the notch from the other one. It just helps me to line up the second mask there. Okay, whoops, do I have that lined up? Okay, because as you go from mask to mask, it gets more and more kind of abstract. So it's a little hard to see. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with the Pretty in Pink, but this time I'm going to press harder. Okay, because I'm going to add extra depth here. Okay, you'll see. So I'm now going to press harder. And I'm going to make sure that the color is a little more intense. This is why it's called layers of beauty, because you're actually adding layers of color. Okay. And the mask allows you to only put color in certain spots. Okay. Okay, and then we've got our little leaves here. Add a little bit of green there and here. Okay, so let's move that and look at the next layer that we've got going. Can you see that? Oh, I'll have to hold it up later, but I don't want to take it off. It's stunning. It's amazing. This is like amazing. So then we're just going to move on to mask number 3 here. Okay. And then, come on, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, just the way the extra shading. I wish there was some way I could zoom. Probably not, huh? Can't zoom in. No. Okay. Oh, well. Sorry, guys. I'll have to lift it up later. Okay, so here we go. I'm matching the little notch again. It just helps me. It just helps give me an idea. You still have to kind of look at the image to make sure you know where you're going here. But you can see now that it's starting to do these little insides of the flowers. So, but there's still these flowers. So I'm going to go again, another depth of color. Okay, so we're just layering the color on in certain spots. Okay, so certain spots will become darker than other spots. It's incredible. It's incredible. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I can see that these are like the inner circles. So really what I want is, I can just add a little splotch of color inside. I myself, I don't know. I don't know whether I want to use a blending brush. I could use a dauber. Let's use our Daffodil Delight. and just add some color there. Okay, but I could actually also use a marker or whatever. But this is the inside of the flowers. Okay, good. Okay, so let's put our Daffodil Delight away so we don't get confused with that. Good morning. I am having so much fun with this Layers of Beauty because I had no idea. I just saw samples using it and I thought, how is this done? How does this work? Okay, so you can see like layer by layer, the colors being added on. Okay, so now we're moving on to mask number 5. Okay, so let me grab this. Okay, and again, I'm going to try to match up that notch and then kind of think about where, oh, do I have it going the right way? Yep. Okay, so you're just going to line up this is mostly greenery that we're doing now, so I'll go back to my Granny Apple Green and lay down the color. So since this is kind of the first layer of color for these leaves, I'm going with the light touch. Okay, just like with the first layer of flowers, I went light touch, light touch. Okay, I start the brush off first before entering to where the paper is to give it a lighter, softer look. Okay. Okay, let's move that. And even if it's not exact, it's okay. I do find it has a very watercolor look, so you can be a little loosey-goosey. See how it's coming together? It's like magic. It's like super magic. Okay, and then our last mask, number 5, we will lay on top. Okay, so if you've never tried one of these bundles that have like the stamp, dies, and decorative masks, I would give it a try. It's sort of a newer product with Stampin' Up, but this is the first one I've really played with, and I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. I'm not someone who likes to be very fussy with things, but I'm noticing that, see, once you get to the last one, it's a little hard to line up. You have to think a little bit. Okay, there you go. And you're still like kind of around where that little arrow is. Okay, where's my green? Hello. Okay, so now this is the second layer. So we're going to push harder, okay, to get more depth. This is where you see the actual, it makes you an artist without knowing anything about color theory or shading or where the light falls and that sort of thing. So it makes you feel like super awesome, in my opinion. It just makes you feel like I'm amazing when you look at the finished one. So I'm pushing a little harder now just to get that extra color. Okay. So again, don't worry about the color on here. It just washes off in the sink. Not a problem. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off and I'll hold it up. I want you to see how our different layers created depth of color. Can you see that? So even though the flower was all pretty in pink, you can see there's shading of pretty in pink here. Can you see that? And same with the green leaves. There's lighter and darker. Come on, you guys have to be cheering here because I was like over the moon excited when I saw the kind of effect it had. Because there's no way, I am not an artist. If I had tried to do the shading myself without the masks, I wouldn't know where to put the dark, where it should be lighter. This gives it like incredible detail. Okay, so hopefully you're loving it as much as I am. Um, so that's really the magic that I wanted to show you today. I warned you last week there would be magic this week, right? Um, okay, so let's close this off because there's nothing worse than sticking your card right into your ink pad. Okay, and let's die cut it out. Okay, so there is a die that coordinates, and I realized afterwards, okay, so this die matches right here to cut it out, but I realized afterwards, if I wanted to, maybe we can try it today, but this die right here matches just with this flower. So I could like die cut this out and then die cut again this part out and pop it up even higher. Okay, so let's do it. Yeah, it's a very smooth finish. When you're using the blending brushes too, that really helps. Okay, so let's die cut that. Okay. So if you don't have this bundle on your list, I hope you put it on your list because it is well worth the investment. And I'm excited to send these cards out because nobody's going to believe I made it. Well, I guess some people, I mean, people that know that I'm a Stampin' Up person, I guess, would believe that I made it. But anyone else would not even, they wouldn't believe it. It's such a gorgeous effect. So you're not going to want to miss next week's card because that's why I've been doing product of the month for so long, because it allows me to play with one thing and try different things with the one item. So I'm very curious. I actually kind of want to pop out the other one and see. There we go. Okay, beautiful. I'm kind of curious if I pop this out, how it will go. This one, it's already kind of, but no, it looks so beautiful the way it is. I'm not going to do it. Can't do it. Can't bring myself to do it, but maybe you guys can try it and let me know how it goes. Okay. Or I could stamp it again and pop it out on top. Oh, whoa. Okay, anyway, the possibilities are endless. I'm having excitement. Okay, exactly. Arlene's saying she loves that things look difficult but really aren't. Right? You'd think someone had to be a real artist to create that shading, but it's super not. It's just putting on the masks and blend to brush it. You saw me do it. I didn't even break out a sweat, folks. Okay. Okay, so we don't need much there. Look, we'll put it on this gorgeous brushed card base. Yeah, Angelique says it's too beautiful to cut it again. We're just going to enjoy it the way it is. I am going to pop it up with some dimensionals though, because it's a larger one. Don't be afraid to put a lot more dimensionals on it, just so that there's no divots. You want it to just kind of, and don't be afraid of using up your dimensionals. Heck, you can always buy more from me. They're not that expensive. They're an easy add-on to any order. And don't forget that any online order, $60 or more, you will, you will get a free gift from me as a thank you next month. Okay, so don't be shy to shop. All the information for shopping can be found. Actually, all my important links are found on my Linktree link there, which I've put on the screen. And links are in the description. So I think I'll kind of do something like this. Right? Okay, and then I thought it'd be nice to have a little sentiment. So I took this tiny banner from the Stylish Shapes dies. And we'll just take our stamp set. Where's our stamp set, friends? Because there is a tiny one that says God bless. And I thought it fits perfectly in here. Let's do it. Okay, so I will stamp that. Are you guys super excited? I'm like on a high after I just stamped that. Let me find a tiny, do I have a tiny block here? Okay. Okay, and then what I'll do actually, since we've got gold, this card is a little more step up. It looks simple, but there's kind of different things, because what I'm going to do here is I am going to use gold embossing powder and do that. So let's okay. I think we're okay here. Okay, so let's, is this gold? No, we need gold. Okay, so what we're going to do, we use our embossing buddy to kind of rub to remove the static. If you've never done heat embossing before, it is very fun. Another magic. This card has multiple magic features. Multiple magic features here. So I'm going to use the Versamark ink. It's like a sticky ink. And I'm going to stamp it on. Okay. And then, oh, I hope it's not too crooked. And then I'm going to pour the gold embossing powder. So this is called the Embossing Additions Toolkit. It just, I don't know, it's just like a little tool to help so that your powder doesn't go all over your work surface. Okay, and so then the powder goes right on there. You're going to want to make sure to close this off. And then there's like a funnel here. Go. And then we can funnel the extra powder back into the jar. Okay, it comes with like a little brush, so sometimes that helps to kind of get that last bit out there. Okay. And always close the lid, always close the lid. Okay, so we'll just, the tweezers also come, and then I'll heat emboss. And you'll know it's done because it goes shiny. There you go. Can you see the shine? There we go. So we've got that. Let's close this off. Okay. So having the right tools makes all the difference when you are crafting and creating. That's why I love Stampin' Up, because everything coordinates. And we'll just take some of the baker's twine and I am going to color it. So I love the Essentials Baker's Twine pack because it comes, let me see what you can see it here. It comes like, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's like 5 colors. Okay, so these are all sort of essential, neutral kind of colors. So I took the white one. I like the white one because you can color it whatever color you want. So I'm just going to take the white one, and then I'll take the Pretty in Pink marker here. You can use the Stampin' Right or the blends. I'm just using the Stampin' Right. And I am just coloring the string. Just the side of the brush tip is all you need. Okay. Oh, let me go back to the comments here. Okay. So that way, because I'm a pink fan and our flower is pink, and I was like, I want some pink twine. And I don't think Stampin' Up sells pink twine, but I was like, I know, I'll just take the white twine and color it. So in fact, that is what I did. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll just make a little bow. Okay. There we go. And I will put our little bow, you know, something like that. And then I'll put our little sentiment on top. It's so dangerous, my chair. It like rolls away. So before I stand up, I have to be careful. I mean, after I stand up, I have to be careful where I sit down. You think your chair is going to be somewhere, but it could have rolled across the room. Dangerous. And then I'll land flat on my bottom. Okay, so there we go. And then we'll put that on top. Maybe use a little dimensional here. Okay, and there we go. See that? Look at the detail, the shading, this gorgeous note card, which I didn't have to do anything to, our embossed sentiment, our pretty bow, colored pretty in pink. What do you think? So look at using the same stamp set, two totally different cards, right? So you're going to want to tune in next week to see what I create, okay? Because each week I'm doing something different, and this is my last series before summer break and my renovation. So you don't want to miss it. Also, do not miss the special going on right now, the bundle special. So it's a great deal. Any stamp or die bundles, you get an additional 10% off on top of the 10% discount that's already there. If you're a demonstrator, oh my gosh, I know Nancy, Angeliki are all part of Team Stick. You get your demonstrator discount as well. So it's a marvelous time to shop. And I'm always grateful for your support. And I love sharing stamping with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to visit all my websites and that you're on my email newsletter list so you don't miss a thing. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing day, and I'm going to go get ready for lunch, laugh, and craft now. Today's a stamping day for me. Have a great day, everyone. And even if you're watching the replay, make sure to drop some comments because I love to read your comments. Thanks for joining me. Bye.